We are live. Okay. So I think I'm done with the introduction part. So let's start with the actual thing. And the Trojan War. It is acknowledged that this conflict did take place in the history in the 12th century. The trade interest and rivalries of commerce between the Greek and Asian minor may have been at the root of the conflict that lasted for a decade. From 119 BC to 1184 BC, vestiges of excavations of Troy in the northwest Asia Minor, Anatolia in today's Turkey, bear out the evidence of the destruction of the city of Troy. In Homer's account of war, beautiful Helen, wife of Menelaus of Sparta, elopes with the Trojan prince Paris, Helen's brother Agamemnon, and Odysseus. Okay, so I actually wanted to talk about. I think I've not said it earlier, but here is the thing. Okay, so before I think I started reading before I have actually watched the movie, but the thing is, just because I have watched that movie, th- things makes it more easier. Like before, like I didn't know who this Helen is, Paris is, and let's say other characters, but just because I have watched the movie Troy, it makes so much easier now. When I read the word Sparta or Paris, I can just imagine that person or that character. But I I know that the movie Odyssey is going to be different characters, different like things. But yeah, for characters, my point of view, my imagination, it makes things very easier. In Homer's account of war, beautiful wife, Helen, wife of Menelaus of Sparta, elopes with the Trojan prince Paris. Helen's brother Agamemnon and Odysseus then led the Greeks to rescue her, and the Battle of Troy ensues. In the Greek mythology, the the rival, rivalry between the powerful goods in inseparable connected to the Trojan War. Ares, the isolated goddess of uh, discord, plays a prank by tossing a golden apple for the fairest, thus starting localized reactions in the gods. What is it? What is it? Eager to fight. And how is it pronounced? Let's see.
Bellicose.
Bellicose. The most ingenious story about this, the most ingenious story about this war is that of its end resulting from a ruse. The Greeks built a large wooden horse in which tough warriors hide and avoid its being dragged within the walled city of Troy as their other comrades pretend to leave. Once the horse is inside Troy, the warriors surprise the Trojans by breaking out and opening the gates to admit their army of cooked they grace, killing the enemy and slaying the woman. God of heroic epics. So this was the Trojan War, and the Trojan War is like everything. Majority of the things are covered in the movie. So for me, it was so much better to understand. And now everything is like okay, this I know who Odysseus is, who I know who Achilles and other were. So yeah, let's start with this thing. The gods of Homeric epics. Zeus is supreme, the father of other gods and men. He saves the fate of all living beings and admission, justice, and punishes handsome and weird deity of early middle age. Zeus is lavish in mercy, being compassionate. His consortier and Hera to figure in the epic. Syria is the mother of all gods. Okay, Poseidon is the brother of Zeus and is better known for all gods of earthquakes. He rules the seas while Zeus rules the heavens in Odyssey. This earth shaker is seen persecuting the hero and the impeccable, though not unjustified resentment. Hades is another brother of Zeus. Hades distinguishes himself with his command over the world. Then there is the youthful, attractive Hermes, who is the ambassador of Zeus. He also alternatives as a guide to the dead when free from his domain of trade and commerce. Homer marvels at his courage in slaying the hundred-eyed monster. Argus Happy is the god of youth. Athena is the goddess of wisdom, while Morpheus rules the dream. Okay, like these are the characters we know and hear a lot about in games and some movies. So the laughter-loving and Aphrodite is of course the goddess of love and procreation. Her male counterpart is Eros. Ares is the god of war. Victory is short from Night Pierre's phone or the austere yet traded powers. The rule in the realm of the dead. Vengeance is controlled by Nemesis, and the magic ghost and the witchcraft are under the tomb of Hecate. The Lamb is a god of fire, is a master craftsman. Okay, let's see. He P H E P H A E S T U S. It is. It's pronunciation.
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus. Okay. Hephaestus. The name Hephaestus is god of fire and is a master craftsman. Other deities like Apollo, god of sunlight, the god of sun is Helios, means goddess of moon and fertility, another goddess of moon. Serena is Iris, god of rainbow and a messenger of gods. All are lucidly described in Homer's in his work. Greek language, Greek studies, the ancient Greek. Uh, Achaean Greek and Classical Greek, Hellenistic Greek, the form spread during the region of Alexander the Great, 4th century. Byzantine Greek, 5th to 15th century, the form adopted the Attic dialectic from the inserting language. Modernized Greek is based predominantly on the Demotic style of contexts. Athena visits Telemachus. Chapter 1. Your starts chapter 1. Athena visits Telemachus. T-E-L-E.
Telemachus.
Athena visits Telemachus, the hero of the tale which I beg the most to help me tell is that resourceful man who roamed the wide world after he had sacked the holy citadel of Troy. The Athena visits the hero of the tale which I beg the most to help me tell is that resourceful man who roamed the wide world after he had sacked the holy citadel of Troy. He saw the cities of many peoples and he learned their ways. He suffered many hardships in the high seas in his struggles to preserve his life and bring his comrade home. But he failed to save comrades in spite of all his efforts. It was their own sin that brought them in their dome. For in their folly they devoured the percent the sun and the gods saw to it that they should never return. This is the tale I pray everyone used to hold to us, begin it call us at whatever point we will. So I'll continue later on. Okay. Bye.